Hey folks, Dude here. Well, today's video is going to be basically kind of an update, a minor synopsis, and a little bit of a news thing, and I'm going to pick up from there. Yes, I did hit the Columbia gun show. No, I did not hit the York gun show. I probably might blow that off. Sorry, Howard. I know you wanted me to come up there and, of course, bring some jerky, of course, to the York gun show. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen this weekend. I just not really feeling it. I got other stuff I got to knock out and just, wasn't really doing it. But in celebration of Maryland doing the stupid kind of legislation thing with State Bill 281 and State Bill 294, I'm wearing the appropriate t-shirt. That's right. This is the Wile E. Coyote. And of course he says, beep, beep your ass. He does have his assault-type weapon. And of course he says underneath, I tried everything, and then I got my... hang on a second, we got my thing line up here. Got my Acme assault rifle. Tried everything, and I got my Acme assault rifle. Now, not the easiest angle to do, and sorry guys, but, it kind of is... It's backwards trying to do this stuff for a dyslexic anyway, but... Hopefully that works. It's a good t-shirt. It's been around forever. I've had this thing for a long, long time. Today's, cup du jour is, mac and trash. Their coffee's not bad. It's Colombian. It's coffee. Oh, of course I'm cheating and using a straw while driving, but it's a buck a cup, man. I'm not going to complain too loud. All right, so today in the news, let me reduce this down because I'm using the Windows Live Movie Maker yet again. All right, so going back over here to all various things, 281 has really blown up in the face of the legislators. They did not expect 4,000 people to show up at Annapolis on the day in question and make a hell of a show. Now today was also 2/23, was also another big show-up day. We are telling these legislating assholes, we are not going to take this crap laying down. We're not going to let you take away our firearms, and we really don't prefer you to make us subjects as opposed to those constituents that can either put you in, take you out of office, or just basically throw you by the wayside. Now, the other thing, too, is also, this is stupid stuff that's going on in my state. Other states have got these guys trying this crap. Very conservative states have got some little butt puke that's from the local blue zone who happens to get elected and actually throw some piece of gun legislation in there. And what needs to have happen is when this guy throws some crap in there like that, you need to censure him. And I do mean censure, not censor, censure. You need to take this guy, you need to make him an example, and you need to make sure he knows do not trifle with the Second Amendment, or it'll cost you your ass. You'll get thrown off of all the committees. You'll basically get made to be that kind of little butt puke that doesn't do a damn thing, and, well, you don't get to go anywhere good and play with any of the good kids anymore because now you're on the kiddie table. That's what needs to have happen. Anytime these guys do some crap like this, they need to have their asses handed to them. Driving over to the gun show, I was listening to my state attorney general by the name of Doug Gansler. Piece of crap. Oh, we're not trying to take your firearms. We're just trying to instill the fact that this basically should be a situation where anybody that's mentally incompetent should not have firearms. Why don't you write the frickin' bill like that, rather than trying to say that assault weapons are bad and we're trying to make sure you have less than 10 rounds in your magazine? You are intellectually dishonest. You're disingenuous and you're full of frickin' crap. We read you like a book, Doug Gansler. You are an asshole. Frosh, another piece of crap from Bethesda. I'm not even going to give his first name. He's just Frosh. He's an attorney from down around in Bethesda, and I made note about him on MarylandShooters.com, which is basically like, basically the Maryland shooter, legalistic kind of thing, hey, I got one of these, bang bangs, check it out, da-da-da-da-da. And I actually did make a comment on there using my username, which is my old username, which I've used forever, which is Nature223, and I'm on there. If you wish to make comments or you wish to join up with Maryland Shooters, MarylandShooters.com, MarylandShooters.com. Good forum board, all kinds of good stuff, and, the kind of stupid things that I have coming down the pike to let you know about and keep you aware of them. The thing about it is I actually get to talk with those guys real time. There were some of those guys that are actually on the table there with the Maryland Shooters guys. Maryland shall issue. Of course, there's the NRA. Of course, there's other groups, other guys. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. All these guys were hanging out and talking and shooting the breeze. Now, the other thing, too, is there's another website. And I'm going to take a look at this right now, real time. Crank up my smartphone here. Give me 1 second here. I have not seen this website, but I'm going to look at it right now and let you guys know, real time, what my impression is. I'm not going to give you the URL to look at it, so give me 1 second here. It is a website that is pretty much just coming out of the ethers, and what their stated intention is to do is to play away. Okay, you know what? This looks good enough. I think I'm going to make note about it, and I'm going to take a look at it on Facebook, so give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm going to give you the website. The website in the state of Maryland is free, as in you're talking about something that's not charged. State, of course, where we're sitting. Dino, like D-I-N-O. So basically, Delta, India, November, Oscar, Sierra. So this is Free State Dinos. This is the first time looking at this website. They have a Facebook. So you know what? I'm going to like it right damn now. That's now been liked. And there's a bunch of guys. Oh, look! Maryland Shooters. Marylanders United for Gun Rights. Holding the Line. Maryland Shall Issue. Recall O'Malley. Maryland Shall Issue. You know what? Similar pages you might like. Here's the thing. Their stated intention is to re-register yourself as a Democrat. Now, the other thing, too, is I don't want to say who told me this website because they probably have some kind of conflict of interest, but the guy basically said, okay, hang on 1 second here. He took off his hat and he's like, unofficially, I'm going to tell you about this website, but, officially I cannot because we're like, an organization. So he told me about Free State Dinos. Now, what he basically told me is they're thinking of doing like the classic one where you become a Democrat, you usurp them from within. Now, I kind of looked at him and was like, you know what, dude? You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds a little bit like Rush Limbaugh's Project Chaos. You know what? I'm a libertarian. If it comes time for me to switch up, and because I am moving to the new place, I got to re-register my party affiliation. I gave up my rights to have a primary vote to become a libertarian in protest. That means I can't do anything as a Republican. I can't do anything as a Democrat. Maryland is very, very stupidly blue. So much so that, anything that they really try to do, they plan to do, or they wish to do, it happens. It's just the name, the way of it, and it's just how it is. I'm thinking about becoming a Democrat for the very simple reason of I can really dick with these guys. I can show up to all these meetings, and I can become the asshole that they can't get rid of. Why? Because I'm now one of them. This is something you guys might want to think about. I know it's Project Chaos, and it's something that, okay, to put it in perspective, how well did it work? When Rush Limbaugh did it, he had Hillary showing up as a potential person of voting attribute. They popped her up from the ethers, they put her into the primaries, and worried the hell out of the power shift guys who are trying to get Baraki into power. I might do this. I haven't really considered the potential possibility of having all this crap winding up in my email box. Basically, they disgust me from word go, and I really truly don't want to have damn thing to do with them because they just pretty much are just really revolting assholes. All kinds of horrible... Okay, let me put it in perspective. Okay, I'm a libertarian, all right? That means I'm basically for personal freedom. Get out of my face. Let me just live my life. Have as small a government as it takes to make things work. In other words, the classic line and the classic lineage thereof was from the Founding Fathers of you basically wish to have the government doing basically three things. The postage, securing the national defense, and ensuring the pursuit of happiness. That's it. Everything else went to the states, and the states would then be the power structure that would be closest to you, so you can interact with that power structure, and if they became tyrannical, you could boot them the hell out of office. That's the part that kind of sucks, though, is unfortunately these guys, they get in, they stay in, and it never was designed to be that way, okay? When you got drug off your farm because you were elected, it's like, oh, crap, I got to go to D.C. I hate D.C. As a matter of fact, D.C. was such an inhospitable place. That's why they had short runs of time in Congress and Senate, because the summer times were friggin' brutal. If you've ever been down to D.C. and doing your little touristy type stuff, go down in the middle of summertime, okay? July, August, somewhere in that general range of things. It is ridiculously humid, disgusting, nasty, icky, sticky, gross, revolting, smells like politicians in Washington, D.C. in summertime. I guarantee you that you'll want to hang out in the Smithsonian's because it's nice and cool. Not good times. But I'm seriously considering this fact. If it comes down to a Project Chaos, and I would love to see Project Chaos take place yet again from its fruition and become a major stumbling block to these guys in my state, I'd do it. I would do it. I would bite the bullet, and I would kick these guys in the ass whenever possible because it makes their lives suck. Just like they're making my life suck right now because I'm now looking at the, don't have to worry about my firearms. Am I going to get to keep them? Even though Gansler's going on about, oh, there's no part and parcel in this piece of legislation. I'm being very charitable saying it's legislation versus something else. That this piece of legislation there's no part or parcel of it that says we're going to confiscate your firearms. Really? What about the registration part? What about the licensing fees? Oh, well, I went through there and I have those dollar amounts. You know what? Any dollar amount to license something that you already own is disgusting. I'm not operating my firearms on a roadway where they are contending with everybody else that's having roadways full of firearms. My firearms are basically for 3 purposes. 1, collection. 2, practice. 3, personal defense. That's it. I'm not using it to take the kids to and from the store. I'm not licensing it and I'm insuring it. Oh, that was the other one too. Stated these assholes are trying to make sure that you have $250,000 of insurance of liability on your firearms. All right, well, you know what? Let's just make that retroactive. If a cop loses his gun, if a cop's car is broken into and they take the shotgun, let's make it retroactive. The state has to have insurance on every single firearm it's got. Also, it has to have express more liability than Joe Blow because there's more of them supposedly with the legislation than with the private citizens. Bad news for you assholes. There's a lot more of us than there is of you. And I do not intend to have my stuff insured in such a manner, way, shape, or form because you're saying that somebody can just walk into my house and go, oh, look, here's a gun. We're just going to truck off with it. That's not going to happen. That's the reason why I have gun safes. There's another reason why I basically make sure my stuff is always secured before I do jack diddly. And also something else, too. You liberal bastards are trying to figure out whatever any way possible to insert yourselves and make you a control function of our lives. You know what? I've been living pretty good up to this point in my mid-40s without you assholes trying to tell me how to do stuff, without you assholes trying to tell me how to make my life work, and without you assholes trying to make me, poop a certain way so you can wipe my butt a certain way so I don't actually do anything untoward. I don't need you guys to wipe my ass. I can take care of that myself. I don't need you guys to insert yourself in my very existence to say that I am having to need to do something in the way, shape, and form, in the manner thereof, of which you prescribe. You can literally kiss. All right, folks, on this one I'm going to break off. Keep it a 10 ring, eat good, and as always, never let a politician try to fix your problems. Fix it yourself first. Good times.